So I thought I'd bring you guys out to show you guys what it is that I do when I'm building my mowers. There's a few different places I go to, 3 or 4 different places. So we're in Frankston North right now. We're at Vintage with Vengeance. This guy has an amazing mower collection. He's got pretty much any part you could possibly think of, any motor, any base, you know, different air filters, blade carriers, you name it, he's got it. To me, this is heaven. A lot of people don't really know these places exist, so I'm sure you guys will have places like this in your local area and you just don't know about it. So come for a walk, we'll show you where it is that I get all my stuff from. So you can see Stuart sells, he sells his own mowers, he fixes them up, he gets them all nice and neat and perfect. Now the part that I'm looking for today, a snorkel on it. The issue is it's difficult to find the parts for the snorkels. Now, he's got the perfect part right here, which is the air filter that has the snorkel attachment built into it. That's what the part that we're looking for today. So we'll see, he's got it on this mower. Now, I'm not going to speak too loudly, but last resort, if he doesn't have one out back, I'm going to try and see if I can buy that one off him, but we'll see how we go. So you can see he's got, you know, even more mowers here, all nice and neat, all the second hand. He loves these Rovers, as you can see. We're coming out here, you can see he's got chainsaws, he's got brush cutters. Here we go, look at that, that's a little gem. That's the 4-slaughter Tanaka head. So that's not a lot of people realise, that's a fantastic head, that one. Here we go, we got even more mowers over here, mate.
Vintage sections, they're all vintage from 64 to 74.
Look at that, so these are, and you've got them on shelves as well. Yeah. So all vintage over here, 64 to 74. So the parts that we're looking for, so here we go, so this is where the air filters are. And you got your fuel tanks and everything here, if you guys can see that. So this is where, so you can see we got a few Briggs & Stratton air filters, Victors. It looks like it's, might be off the GXV 140. We're looking for 160. Here we go, what do you got here?
160, but no side,
okay,
no side
so we're looking for this one, but we want the attachment off the side of it. So it doesn't look like he's got it in there. So, I don't know if you can see through there, through the backyard, but you can understand, I don't know if you can see that, but you can understand why this is my heaven. It's fantastic. Anything that you could ever think of, besides probably bread and milk, is here.
I'm a chef, I can make bread.
He's got bread and milk, there you go. So here we go, here's one of those Lonsin engines that we were talking about before, the 196 cc's. That one's actually off that's an old Scott Bonner one. What have we got?
I don't know. I've got to dig more to be able to hear more.
That's what I like to hear, I've got to dig more. Anyone watching this video, if you get excited by stuff like this, like me, put something in the comments, let me know. I don't know if you can see over here, brush cutters. Now, try and guess how many are there. I'm not going to count them.
I got one.
You got one?
Yep.
Oh, you do too?
That's only the top layer. There's another layer under.
Oh, this one's this person's done it themselves.
Have they?
Yeah, it looks like they've just cut a hole straight through the sidewall. So, I don't know if you can see, someone's just cut a hole in the sidewall. We thought we were onto something, but nah, we weren't. I don't know if you guys can see in here. Mowers galore down there, all the way down to the fence. They're underneath that tarp as well. Up here, more mowers stacked up there. What do we got over here? There's a Rover Pro Cut 950 under there with the 910 engine. They're super rare to come by. I'll be coming back probably sometime later this week, and I'll take that one off him, just because I don't know if you guys remember what I said before, but the Rover Lonsin engines are the bee's knees. They're the only thing, in my opinion, that will outdo the GXV 160s. So you've got the Rover Lonsins, and then you've got the Lonsins that are, you know, on eBay, or the ones that are on the bush ranges or anything like that. They're still not a bad engine, but they don't outdo the one that Rover produced themselves. So just catches galore. He's pretty smart with how he stacks them as well. They're all upside down, that way the rain doesn't get into them. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to use that last resort that we spoke about before. Smack me head. You're going to have to edit that out. That hurt like hell. That one you've got out front that's already on the mower.
Yep.
How much would you want for that to part ways with that and the one that's on the mower already and just put a normal one on it?
I don't know. You're a rich man, aren't you?
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that
$50?
far. Huh?
$50?
I'll go $50 for it.
All right, and I'll swap it out. No
Deal?
worries. Yep.
Awesome.
There it is.
Awesome. Let's get you some cash. There you go, mate.
Thanks, mate. Good deal.
Pleasure doing business.
Jim's mowing all the way.
Jim's mowing, mate. That's it. Jim's mowing all the way. All right, we got the
Thanks,
part
guys.
we wanted.
Right,
Thanks,
talk to you
Stu.
soon.
Take it easy, mate. Now I can attach the air filter with a snorkel to this mower. So it'll stop all the dust and grime and muck and stuff from going up straight up into the air filter. Because instead, the only way the airflow can get through is from the big snorkel up here. So it's going to stop all that from happening. So you know, it may cost $50, and I'm pretty sure that was a mower I gave him anyways, but it was worth it. Thanks, guys. To close out this episode, we'll talk about some of the formulas that I've got going to be able to quote for jobs within a mowing business. I'd pull up to a job that I had to do a quote at. I didn't have a lot of time to sit there and worry about figuring out the most perfect formula to figure out what the price would be. So what I did was I knew I could go on to realestate.com and take a look at the total square meterage of the property. So most properties are probably about 600 square meters or so. So I started figuring out what my average job was worth. My average job for mulch mowing was about $65 or so for that size property. Where if I was catch mowing it, you know, it was obviously a bit more. I'd charge usually about an extra $1.50 or so per catcher. So I come up with, if you're mulch mowing a property, let's work off the idea of 600 square meters. If you're mulch mowing a property, you're looking at $11 per 100 square meters. So you got a 600 square meter block, you'd be looking at $66 for that job, including GST to mulch mowing. And that's just for a regular visit. Then you've got catch mowing. So if you're catch mowing, you'd go $12 per 100 square meters to catch mow it and use the customer's green bin, obviously. 12 by 6, you're looking at 84. And then including GST, give me 1 second, sorry. Are you able to edit this? I'm just terrible at maths, so, okay. I said 84 and it wasn't 84. So as I was saying, I was actually expelled from school. 12 times 6 is not 84, it's 72, but that's all right. We'll move on from there. And then to catch mow and take away the clippings, you would be looking at $14 for every 100 square meters, as long as it's a regular job. So you'd be looking at $84 for that. So now, if the job is going to take twice as long because the grass is twice as high, if it's twice as high, of course, it's going to take twice as long. It's double the price. So that's the simplest way I can possibly put it. If it's going to take you 3 times as long, I'm sure you can figure out what you do. If that helps you out, let me know. If you think it's wrong, let me know as well. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll wait for your comments. So hopefully that helps you guys out. If you want more formulas, if it's something you're stuck on that you're not too sure about, let me know. There are a few more as well that I can help out with, but I figured that would give you guys enough for now. All right, awesome. Thanks, guys.